lovely couples, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren, wedding planner and owner of Bluebird Creative. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll be notified every week when a new video lands. I provide a weekly dose of wedding planning goodness. Now this week you may notice that I am in a slightly different setup. The backdrop is the same, although we've gone very festive this week because, well, it is December and Christmas is upon us. But I've also got a desk. I've turned my desk around for a couple of the videos because I'm going to be showing you inside my computer and showing you how to build your wedding design Bible. So I'm super excited about these particular videos and this topic. This topic is going to be split into two videos. There is a lot of information. I do not want to overwhelm you, so we're going to split it into two, and then you've got some takeaways from each video before you move on to the next one. So as I said, we're going to be talking about how to build your wedding design Bible. Now you might be wondering, what on earth is the wedding design Bible? It's what I call basically your mood board or your design booklet or your design book. When I'm working with a couple, we design a booklet or a large document that has the full design that we've come up with together so that they can really visualize their whole day all the way through the day, starting from the ceremony, the drinks reception, the wedding breakfast and into the evening reception. So I'm going to show you how you can build your own so that when you're approaching suppliers, you've got a real vision of what you want and you've managed to sort of hone in on your ideas and your designs, and that they can then really understand what it is that you're looking for, and there's no crossed wires because you've got this amazing booklet. It's not just a mood board, it's so much more than just a mood board. So this week I'm going to be covering what you need to think about and the different areas that you need to be thinking about for creating the design booklet. Then in the next video that we do on this topic, I'll actually be showing you how to create the booklet on your computer, and I'll even have a template for you to use as well. So I'll have done half the work for you. Okay, so let's just jump on straight into this video. Right, I've got a couple of questions that you need to ask yourself. And what you're going to do is you're going to create yourself a Pinterest board, perhaps even several Pinterest boards, which will make it a bit more organized and a bit more easier when you come to the next step, so you can do that. But what I want you to ask yourself is, what colors are you drawn to when you picture your wedding? Is it just your favorite colors, or are there some trends that you're really drawn towards at the moment? So one of my favorite colors is actually pink. I didn't have a pink wedding, and if I was visualizing my wedding at the minute, I wouldn't actually choose pink. I would be going, as I've mentioned before, because I'm slightly obsessed with it at the minute, the kind of peaches and the coppers and the rusts and the burnt oranges and the soft apricots. That's kind of where I'm heading at the minute. So you might be feeling a trend, or you may be drawn towards your favorite colors. Neither is right, neither is wrong. There may be a colour that's just really important to you and signifies something special. So work out what colours you're drawn to and start building that Pinterest board with those colours and that colour palette. The next thing you need to work out is the style that you are drawn to. Now I know that may sound a little bit like a catch-22, because obviously the purpose of doing this is to really pull together your design, but you will be drawn towards a particular style. So it's good to work that out right from the outset, and then you can really finalize and tweak and make the style and the design perfect to exactly what you're after. So are you drawn towards barn weddings, manor houses, something a little bit rustic and laid back, something really elegant and high end and luxury? You will naturally be drawn to something. So have a look at the pictures that you're pinning on Pinterest and really suss out where you're at, what you're drawn to. Maybe you've booked a barn venue, therefore you know that you want more of a laid back rustic wedding. And then I want you to think about interior styles that you're drawn to, because these can actually be pulled into your wedding design. Just have a think about the styles that you are attracted to, and then whether you actually want to pull them into your design or not, because perhaps that's not for you, and that's absolutely fine. But interior styles massively influence the wedding industry, but usually a little bit later. I find that they come into the interior space first and then they trickle into the wedding industry afterwards. We're usually about a year behind because weddings are planned that far in advance. So have a think about that, and if anything is influencing your decisions, and if there's anything that you're attracted to more than the other. And then I want you to have a think about any of your hobbies, because for me, a wedding is a personal celebration. You don't want it to just be something that's just out of the can. Here we go, here's my wedding day, we've just gone for generic. I mean, if that's your thing, then I mean, you do you guys. But I think weddings are personal, and adding personal touches into your wedding just makes it so much more. It's what people remember. It's what makes it you. It's what it's all about. It's about you. So think about your hobbies. What makes you you? How did you guys meet? Is there something that you guys did that is a massive, memorable moment in your lives and you want to actually incorporate that into your wedding? Is music something that has brought you together or is just really important to you? So perhaps you want that to influence your wedding day. Or perhaps food, or maybe South American food, or perhaps you went traveling and you want to incorporate that history in that part of your life into your wedding day somewhere, into the details. You don't need to worry about when at the moment. You just need to think about maybe some big moments or occasions or hobbies. Perhaps you're really into football and you want to incorporate that in, then you can do. So just make a little note of things that are important to you, are personal to you, that make you guys you. How many times can you say you? And then you can start working out at a later date how you might pull that into your wedding design. It may be with table names, it may be in the stationery, it may be in the table plan, or the type of food you choose, or the musicians that you pick, or the entertainment. There's so many factors where you can personalize the details. Once you've been building those Pinterest boards and really building the picture of your wedding day and what things are going to look like and what you really are drawn to and what you're really attracted to, then from those individual boards, you can pick out some of the pictures that really do speak to you, that have really hit the mark. They're not all going to, and that's absolutely fine. And perhaps an image isn't going to be bang on exactly what you want, because that image will be from somebody else's day, not your day. So pick a selection of photos and save them onto your computer, because we're going to then build your picture using a selection of images and colours and colour palettes, etc., ready to build your own design, so that you're not showing people an image of somebody else's wedding and going, I want that. You're showing them a selection of images that create your design to make it personal to you. Are you with me? Does this make sense? I hope it makes sense. So when you're saving the images, I want you to save them into a couple of different files. You're going to have colour palette, you're going to have floral style, because you would have worked out from the images that you're pinning what floral style you're drawn to, what you're attracted to, what type of bouquets you like, whether you like them tight and compact, whether you like them loose and wild. You're going to suss out what wedding dress you're drawn to and what you want your bridesmaids' dresses to look like, and therefore the colour palette. You're going to suss out what textures you like. If you've been looking at interiors things, so you'll know that you're drawn to perhaps like black metals at the minute, or maybe golds, or maybe leopard print is your thing. So have another section for textures and kind of interior style, and if you want them incorporated, then make sure you've got that folder, because we will then be able to blend that through into your style. And then finally, for this part of the Wedding Design Bible, I want you to think about the 4 different parts of your wedding day. So that's the ceremony, the drinks reception, the wedding breakfast, and the evening reception. Now, if you are watching this and you live in America, because I know I have a lot of American subscribers and viewers now, you don't call them exactly those things. So the drinks reception is actually your cocktail hour, I believe. The day runs exactly the same. It's just, I believe you guys have people there for the whole day, whereas in the UK, over here, we have extra guests arriving in the evening as well. But for you guys, it would be ceremony into the cocktail hour. The wedding breakfast is when you eat your food, and then you go on to the party in the evening, which is the evening reception. So it's exactly the same, we just call it a bit differently over here. So I want you to picture those 4 parts of your day and what they're going to look like. What do you picture? When you see your wedding ceremony, do you see flower arches and beautiful pew ends and personalised stationery with the order of service? Do you see it being a little bit stripped back? Do you see it being outside? Do you see it being inside a barn with hay bales? Is it in a church? really visualize how you picture it in your mind, because that's really powerful. And then move on to the drinks reception. Is it going to be outside on a summer's day? Do you picture it being in winter, being inside with candlelight? Do you see there being lots of musicians and walking entertainment? Do you see there being flowers everywhere? What are you picturing? Is there going to be lots of cocktails, or is it just going to be Prosecco? What are you seeing in your mind when you picture that part of your wedding day? Then there's obviously the wedding breakfast. Again, how do you see your tables laid out? Are they circular? Are they trestle tables? Are they really long? Do you have hanging, beautiful floral installations above the tables? Do you have really simple stripped back florals and space for loads of sharing platters? So many options. And the wedding breakfast design is where it really gets fun and exciting. And then there's the evening reception. How do you see that playing out? Is it going to be outside? Is it going to be inside? Are you having a band? Are you having a DJ? How do you see it? I'm not asking you to think of every single detail for your wedding day. I just want you to think about what you picture when you think of that part of the day. Note it down. So what you should have now, guys, is you should have a Pinterest board exploding with things that you are drawn to, and colours and textures and flowers. And then you should have saved your favourites so that we can really start to build the picture. Save them off of Pinterest onto your computer, ready for the next video, so that we can actually create your style Bible, which is going to be super exciting. I'm going to be using a platform called Canva. It's absolutely free, and I'm going to be giving you one of my templates. You'll also have noted down what's personal to you, whether it's an activity, a hobby, a moment from your past that makes you guys you, somewhere that you visited. It could be a whole host of things. And you've also noted down what you imagine those 4 parts of your day looking like. So that is part 1 of building your wedding Bible. I hope you guys found that video helpful and not too overwhelming. There's quite a lot for you guys to go away and do there. So I think it's been better that we break this topic down into a couple of videos. I cannot wait to catch up with you guys again next week for some more wedding planning goodness. Until then, guys, have a lovely week. It's almost Christmas. I hope you're getting excited, because I am super excited. All right, guys, take care. Bye.